The dancers will do their thing right now. Please welcome the dance team of Gary Harrison and company.
Star Search was actually 3 years ago?
Yeah, approximately 3 years ago.
Did you get any contracts from that?
Well, I got contacts more than contracts, which sometimes can be more valuable for you. From Star Search, I had the opportunity to work with Michael Peters during the big Coke 100-year anniversary, and he came in town and was familiar with me from Star Search, and actually looked me up and found me, and I helped to assist he and his assistant with pulling that off.
Here in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm. Yep, so, and normally when people do come to Atlanta, they remember me from that show and do look me up, and I have had the opportunity to work on the movie School Days with Otis Salid from that show. Just, different things, have come from Star Search.
So in reference to, let's say, in reference to what was going on before Star Search and what's going on now, how has that improved for you, or has it really?
Kind of gave me a boost of self-confidence, which took me a lot further after the show. It helped me as far as my job, my day-to-day, my everything. There's nothing like, self-confidence. People can, tell you one thing, but until you know it, or until you are able to see it, it's a different thing. And I think Star Search did that for me.
Right. Once you got those strokes, you knew you were in the right arena.
Exactly. And once I got to expose myself and my talent, and also my students, to people of that caliber, because on every week there was a choreographer judge, and every week they would come back and tell me, that they did like what I was doing, and they thought it was very original and I was very innovative, and things like that really helped. And I also got a chance while we were out there to take classes from different people who were impressed with, my kids and, all of this kind of thing. So it really helped me to know that, I was doing the right thing, basically.
Company? Did that spin off from
I
there,
was developing the dance company already, but it had about 8 members. And that was all I could deal with at that time, because I take my dances personally. When you get into the Gary Harrison Dance Company per se, you become Gary Harrison's child, or Gary Harrison's project, or whatever. You used to take from me, Yes, and even then my students, I take it very personally, because I feel like you wear my name.
I was very embarrassed, though. Because you do stay on it.
That's right, and I feel like you're wearing my name. So 8 people were at that time were enough, to wear that name. And now the company has grown since Star Search to 22. I try and give anyone an opportunity who's really, really interested and have that kind of dedication, that chance to actually do it. And we work from August throughout June. We take July and August off, and we go back at it again. So I'm just right now very committed and devoted to seeing how far I can get these 22 people along with myself.
Are you training them for to aspire to Star Search?
Well, I wasn't at first, but they keep asking me, and at the time when I came off, I didn't feel like I had a group that I could put together tight enough to really do what I wanted them to do. There were too many different styles and too many of this, but now I have them to where you can basically tell if you see my dancers out dancing anywhere that they are my dancers per se, because they all would tend to look alike, and they probably would tend to dance alike. So now I have 2 different groups I'm preparing to send a video in now to try and get them on next year's show. So
2 groups?
2 groups.
Tell us about them.
Well, one group of girls I have that are like 5'5" and 5'6". I call them basically, short and sassy. They are all in that same little range, and they're, just movers. They're basically like myself, because I'm basically short-statured, and I'm very quick and sharp, and these girls are like that too. And I have another group of 7. They are like my girls that are 5'8", 5'10", and one guy that's 6 feet. So I put that group together, and it's 6 of those and 5 of the others.
So you have one group of 6 and one group of 5. And what do they call themselves?
Well, one is short and sassy. The other is energy. It's NRG, because we're known for the energy of the company. So if you put NRG together and really write it in, it's still energy.
Hey. So we can look forward to them next year in '91?
Hopefully so.
Well, after what you all did, then we know it's definite.
Well, I sure hope so.
So we can just put that on our calendar for '91. I want to see it happen here.
Well, I want to see lots more video work here, lots more industrial shows, just a lot more to offer the dancers. The bottom line, what I want to see is the dancers have a choice. Right now, they get to a certain point, they feel like they have to move to New York or California somewhere in order to make things happen. I want Atlanta to give them that same choice, so that they leave here because they want to leave here, not because Atlanta doesn't have it. Because being the big city that we are, we should offer that. The amount of Broadway shows, the amount of theater we have here is nothing to what we should have. So I just want Atlanta to become optional as far as that's concerned.
So you're known as a teacher, dancer, singer?
Well, I do sing, but I wouldn't ask you to pay any money to hear me. I sing enough to get to that audition and get that job if I have to sing to it. And I tap enough to get that job tapping if I have to do it. So I do whatever it takes to pay my rent and get that car note paid and, do whatever it takes to do. So I teach dance, I do convention work. I'm out of town one weekend every month going somewhere to teach. I do a little bit of modeling, just basically, sitting here like this, kind of modeling because I'm too short. Whatever it takes to do it, I do it. Print work, exactly.
You can do print work.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Basically that.
That's what we needed our public to understand, at least our young kids to understand.
People don't realize how much talent there is here. That's right. And given the chance, we can prove it. So that's all anyone, actors, actresses, everyone around here in Atlanta, all they do is want the chance. We're ready.
Oh yeah, you're going to get the chance because Atlanta has the best in entertainment. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Bill.
And we're looking forward to it on a regular basis, right?
Gary Harrison and Company is in residence at Northside High School and at the Terpsichore Dance School. As always, we enjoyed bringing Atlanta's best in entertainment to you, our viewing audience. If you enjoyed the ride, catch us again next week for more of Atlanta's best in entertainment.